Hello and good evening. We're back here with Little Red Lie. Shara Stone is walking around again, and we're going to meet the guy she likes. I'm going to say hi. Lie about lateness. Hey, you. Hey. Sorry, I just on a call. Oh, it's all right. It's on mute. It's running way longer than it should. Come over to this table with me so we don't lose it. Sure. It's weird that seeing you like this sort of makes me miss our corporate life. The corporate life. The whole thing with having to be on conference calls even when you've got nothing to say. It's pretty weird. Yeah. It's very boring. Yeah, it's boring that you belong to. It's a boring you belong to. Don't kid yourself. Oh, I got the paperwork here. Just sign where I put the arrows. Sure. Let me grab tea and I'll be right back. Still here, some people never give up. Don't get me wrong, I believe in hard work, but some people don't know when they're scraping the mountain with their fingernails. I guess they're driven by passion to do it. I can appreciate that, even if I don't understand it. Did we do this wrong again? This isn't where I'm supposed to order, and that poor girl looks like trying to do the Fog's natural chalkboard illustrations is ruining her life. Comfort with familiarity. Hey there, Sarah. Hey, Chaz. How are you? I'm great, thanks. We haven't seen you around. Yeah, I've been busy. A lot of work stuff going on. Sorry to hear that. What can I get you? Chai tea, please. 2 of them. No problem at all. Luna will have them ready for you at the end of the bar. Thanks, Chaz. Ooh, she's taking a long time. Maybe I'll just let them bring it over for once. Sorry for the wait. I got 2 chai lattes for... Sarah? Claire? Oh. Fabricate departure. Hey, how's it going? Good, really good. Is this for you? It was 2 chai teas, not lattes. Yeah, this is perfect. Not... How long have you been working here? Why did that guy call you Luna? This is my 2nd day, still learning the ropes. All the women who work here used fake names. We have some creepy regulars. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. A lot's been going on. Don't worry about it. I'll let you get back to work. Actually, my break is coming up in 10 minutes. I'd love to catch up. I'm here with someone, actually. Oh. Maybe sometime next week? Actually, I really need to talk to you. It's really important. Huh? I really can't explain more right now. I'm on probation here for like a long time. It's crazy. 10 minutes? Well, Steve broke up with me. I moved out. It's hard. Okay. I understand. Thank you. I guess I'll ask Zozo to wait a while? I guess it's good that she broke up with Steve, though. I guess she hasn't had anyone to talk to about it. Lie about desire to talk to best friend. Hey, the call's over. It is. And now you gotta go. What? I'm sorry, I just ran into my best friend and she needs to talk to me about some really important stuff. You ran into her? Where? Here. She's right there, over there, working. Her break comes up in 10 minutes. I didn't even know she worked here. You don't know where your best friend works? Nope. It's pretty disconcerting. That'd be the top of the pile of reasons that I guess I should talk to her. So you gotta go. I'll meet you at the park. I brought my bike. Okay, but this part of our date is actually a meeting. We have to sign these. Fine. Here, done. Alright, well, I'll keep you up to date with how it goes. Remember to watch your balance carefully. Only what you and your sister need to live day to day on the budget I've created will be in your accounts. And everything else will get automatically paid, and the rest will get invested in low risk but virtually guaranteed investments. I know. Right. Thank you for trusting me. You won't regret it. I know this isn't as glamorous as mortgaging your house and opening a dog salon. But this will at least look after you for the rest of your life. And it'll keep your father in a place where you can look after him. Stop doing that. He wasn't in the other place for that long. And you practically live there taking care of him. Zozo. Zoes? A part of me is going to feel bad about it forever. You can't talk me out of it. I know. But it isn't over. But it is over. Ugh. Try to feel better, at least. I will. Thank you. Alright. This is meeting over. Mwah. I'll call you as soon as we are finished here. You're lucky you're gorgeous. You're lucky I'm gorgeous. Now get. Lie about knowing where this is all headed. Hey, I've got a old table for old time's sake, if you want. Ha. I've been standing long enough. For the love of God, please let me sit. It's so good to see you. What's been going on? Sarah, you don't need to be like that. Be like what? Acting like, I don't know. Like, obviously, I was with Steve, and I didn't work, and it didn't work. It never worked. Now Steve is gone, and I do work, and it's crappy work. And you know I live with Steve, and Steve's at Steve's place that Steve owned, and now I don't. You don't know where I live, and believe me, you don't even want to see it. And obviously, or guess not as obviously, I applied to like a million different minimum wage places to work where no one I knew would see me, and of course, this was the only place I called. What's wrong with working here? This place is great. Don't do that. You know what I mean. I knew you'd see me here eventually, and I told myself that when I finally did, I would just get all this out there. So you don't have to pretend like, I don't know, like I ever had anything that was really mine, or that there was anything ever anything of substance to me at all. You've known me my whole life. You know there isn't. Where's this coming from? I don't think that about you at all. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even get the job here unless I was willing to buy in for a piece of it. This is how they're doing jobs now, because they know there are millions of us unemployed with tiny inheritance they can bleed us for. I think I read something about that, yeah. Is it not good? It seemed alright. It's bullcrap. It's a payoff. They blow all the smoke up your butt about partnership and investment, but you own some penny fraction of the place, and they can still fire you, though at least they have to give you some of the money back. It's not the only way to get the job, but a lot of people get tricked into the ownership thing. I guess it makes some people feel like they're more than just a nobody with a crappy job. I wish it worked on me. Well, I hope it works out. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Steve told me it was the stupidest thing I've ever done. This was after he dumped me, obviously. Sure, but if that was the way he made you feel, I think you're better off without him. Don't you? If we were 22 again, I'd agree with you. But we're in our late 30s now, and I don't know. It's not good. When he left me, you know what he said? He said that if I really loved him, I would be happy. Because he was making the right decisions for his life, for his own happiness. He said if I didn't respect his happiness, I didn't respect what he had brought us together in the first place, because it was his happiness that had done that too. What a bunch of crap. No, it's not. He's right. He's absolutely not. I think about him, and I think, right now, he's somewhere else, with somebody else, and he's happier than he's ever been with me. Someone younger and smarter, and not somebody who was, stop it, stop this. I'm ugly and stupid, I'm old, and I never did anything with my life. I hope I effing die here. Claire, stop it. I always thought that men had some kind of respect for me, you know? In between trying to F me and show me off to their friends, I thought there was something about me that they actually liked. But they don't care, none of them. And pretending they did blinded me to the fact that I'm not what any of them was looking for in the future. A wife, a family. Claire, he was an effing jerk. He was always an effing jerk. This has nothing to do with love. He was just an a-hole with money who figures he can chase someone younger forever. He can. So what if he can? You think that actually means he'll ever be happy? Or find someone that he actually likes? You talk about nobody ever loving you. Do you think there is any way in hell that anybody could love him? Huh. You are beautiful, and I love you, even if that a-hole didn't. You deserve somebody who really loves you, and you will find it. I can't. You can. You're strong. How? I'm working here 7 days a week. I'm tired. I can't afford clothes, makeup, anything. I can't afford to do anything but survive. I'm glad you have all the time in the world to fall in love, Sarah. But I just lost a guy I invested the last 15 years of my life in. The guy I never imagined I wouldn't end up with. Now I'm stuck. If I ever smiled at a hot, so-looking guy who came in here, he'd probably report me to the effing head office. I'm glad it isn't hard for you, but don't patronize me, alright? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I appreciate you talking with me. Why do you think I've got it easy? Oh, Sarah, come on. You know my parents are divorced, I've got siblings, they're all got kids. I don't come from a family that look after us the way yours did and you and Melissa. We don't own a house. My parents didn't have jobs with pensions. I'm sorry. I know that all I'm doing is complaining. It was hard to know what to say. On one hand, this is my best friend, a person I've grown up with, somebody I've known for really all my life. And it was true she said things about her family not having much and leaving very little for her behind, all which sound like she had now used in order to get this job. It was sad. And yet, at the same time, there are so many things that people like this will never tell you. Sure, she's in trouble now, but when I was scraping and clawing my way up the corporate ladder to nowhere, she was flying around the world with that jerk, buying whatever she wanted, doing whatever she wanted, and did she ever hold back in showing all of it off? I think you know she didn't. And when I had sat here with her, when she was still with him, I wonder, did she know how much I needed her help? And is she dropping hints at me now? And whether she was or wasn't, did I want to turn her screws to get back at her for all the happiness she got to have, now that our places had changed? Was it cruel? Am I cruel? I thought this was somebody I loved. I felt horrible for it to feel so good to watch her come down. It wasn't jealousy. It wasn't that I wanted to be the way that she was. It was that I wanted her to have to go through being the way I was. You know, If you wanted to borrow money, you could just ask. What? I mean, rather than acting all sorry that you never called me and saying all these things make me feel guilty, you could just ask. I wasn't... What are you talking about? I have to go. Sarah, wait. What is it? Good luck. Huh? He looks like a good guy. You deserve it. I know you wouldn't care about him if it wasn't amazing. Thanks. Good luck to you too. Working isn't too bad. You'll get the hang of it. And you'll feel better about yourself. Not all the time, but at least sometimes. I'll try. Risk by Arthur Fox. I kind of want Arthur Fox to get his comeuppance. There's one problem with hiring a team of lawyers to handle unfounded police investigation against you. Arranging for an executive level, mediocre raise and promotion for a previously underpaid junior employee, calming your wife down from a reasonable stress of becoming a pariah to everyone she knows, and indulging in the medical solution that make all the aforementioned bearable. The problem is this. It costs a lot of money. I realize that I present myself up to this point as a person with virtually limited funds. Let me tell you that this BS is even pushing me to the brink. And of course, I can't tell anyone. I carry it all alone. But even if anyone did know, the kinds of people who would think I'm down and out are conveniently forgetting something. I'm a man. And if I need to stop bleeding more money than I have to lose, I'm going to have to do the thing that all poor people are too scared to do. Take risks. You see, in life, everything comes down to the moment. The moment you're willing to take a chance. The moment that only the real strength of character can endure. There's a difference between wishing it for it and making it happen. The difference between being alive and being already dead. The difference between me and you. However, in more practical terms, because I'm also going to need every single cent I have left, if I want any chance of getting back to the level of reserve funds that I've grown accustomed to, I'm also going to need to take risks unlike any I've ever faced. Flying in economy class. So what do? I guess I just sit here until someone tells me I'm supposed to get in that line? Worth a shot. Live but willingness to wait turn. I got my ticket already. Just go sit down and wait. Media association with alcohol. What's the point of selling people pub when there's even a bar here? Maybe it exists to inspire people to get in the lounge, just like I'm trying to do. I'm an inspiration. What kind of a-hole eat this crap? They don't even have ketchup. Overall look quality. I got plenty of cash to spare, but forget it. I'll put everything on credit. I can't go with them with the first class ticket. They have real goons hidden back there, trust me. Lie about patience with this BS. Well, nothing to do but have a seat and wait for the flight. Can't wait to get the F out of here. Finally, a bit of time to myself. I refuse to smell these people anymore. I got to get into that diamond class lounge. I'll try asking the desk. Maybe they'll give me some kind of discount because I obviously don't belong here. So this is the back of the line. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm trying to actually upgrade my ticket, trying to give the airline more money. These people, on the other hand, are probably in line to get bullets to shoot themselves in the head with. This isn't the right thing. It isn't right that I should stand here. I'm trying to be a desirable customer, not arguing about coupons. F this. The other counter is no line at all. High time to let someone work on it. And I know just how to make them. Demand it. Lie about importance over others. Hey! I just need to upgrade a ticket. Can I get some help, please? Sir, I'm afraid that desk isn't open right now. Yeah, it's effed up. You're the only person still working here? Do you fly the plane too? I'll need you to wait your turn in line, sir. We're very busy today. Who's we? I don't see anybody but you. I'm a Diamond Class member and I made a mistake with my purchase. I need to upgrade it. Come on, buddy. I'll put in a good word for you. Stand by, sir. I'll call someone from our Diamond Class customer service team to come over and speak to you. I don't know what all the dirty looks are for. They should be mad at him for wasting time instead of doing what I asked. What can I do for you, sir? Blame internet. All I want to do is upgrade to first class. I must have hit the wrong button on the webpage and bought a coach ticket instead. Certainly. Will that be on your Diamond Class Miles Elite card? Of course. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, sir, but it appears this card has been declined. Declined? There must be some mistake. The amount due is $2,400. Do you have another card I can attempt to purchase it with? Huh. Give me a second. I'll get the cash. The ATM is available to your left, sir. F and L. Oh well. 3K less is not the end of the world. I can make that back in one good hand. Is he really going to Vegas? Boy, you look at it in your hands, you gotta wonder what it is you're really paying for. Isn't the champagne and comfortable seats at all, is it? It ain't for nothing to be able to get the F out of this refugees camp. The worse it gets in here, the better it gets over there. Alright, here you go. She's surprised when I came back. I suppose a lot of people reconsider. But me, I never reconsider. Thank you, Mr. Fox. The Diamond Class lounge is to your left. Have a wonderful flight. First things first, the biggest effing drink they have. They know exactly where to put this bar. I'm so happy I could cry. Hello, Ryan Coke, please. Ah, ready to need to check in for your flight before our complimentary bar service can begin. Oh. Well, I suppose I could report you just one, but don't tell anybody. I knew there was a reason you were working here, Sandra. You're a flirt. Go easy. Do you think most people understand that rules are for jerks? That the only thing that people aren't important enough to be worth breaking them over? I suppose it was comprehended on some level or another. At the very least, they want to be a part of the way. At the very least, they want to be a part of it way more than they want to do away with it. And who knows? Maybe it's something you enjoy less and less the more you get used to it. I wouldn't know. I've lived the good life. But when you think about it, you know, some kind of peasant bride in one of those stand countries on her wedding day, I mean, this is the only day in her entire life people will treat her like she isn't a goat. And something about that is really wonderful. She must really appreciate it in a way that I never could. In a way, you might even say she's luckier than I'll ever be. I bet you she would think so too. Anyways, this one's for you, peasant brides. You're in my heart and on my mind. You're the salt of the earth. I salute you. I did the spot, Sandra. Let me check in and I'll be right back. I'll be waiting. I'm gonna check this pool table out. Lingering bitterness. Let me chance someone accidentally scratched this. Who cares? They're insured. Oh, reliable, interesting quality food. Great to see the airlines investing in healthy, quality food for guests. This is the kind of thing that keeps us globetrotters going. Maybe we'll have a bite after a couple drinks. Respectful fatigue. Don't worry, big guy. Gonna help myself to a few cocktails and I'll be lying down on you soon enough. Should I get a pillow and blanket now, or should I just pass out and let them put one on me? Well, we'll see how I feel. Romance opportunity. It's funny in a way. An empty service over there means understaffing. Where empty service over here just means something delightful could appear on any second. And we deserve it. Weird. Soothing ambience. Ah, fresh coffee. And I can smell the fresh croissants walking through the kitchen door. Hello, Becky. Hello, Mr. Fox. Is there anything I can help you with? Oh, no, thank you. Just want to say hello as I make my way over to check in with Steven. What a charmer. Is there anything I need? I'm right here. Hello again. Mr. Fox, what are the odds? Ha, well, it's lovely to see you again. I need to check in for my flight before they'll let me start drinking. So sorry about that. I roll my eyes at it every time. Anyways, I'm only here to help my colleagues. You speak to Steven at the start of the counter. He can check you in. Becky and I are only here to help him with anything you might need. Good afternoon, Mr. Fox. Hello. I'm here to check in for my flight. Say no more, Mr. Fox. We got you checked in already. Do you have any luggage, or is there a nearby car or hotel? Nope, all by my lonesome. Well, have a lovely trip. We'll escort you to priority security clearance when the flight is ready. Please help yourself to any of our elite amenities, including our complimentary bar service. I can do that. Thank you, Steven. And I'm back. What can I get you? I'll have a double rye and Coke. Just a double? Where are you headed? Sandra, I'm headed to the single greatest place for the wealthy men ever existed, Las Vegas, Nevada. As the sun went down and I waited for my flight, an odd sense of serenity came over me. Sure, I had made some mistakes, but now I was standing on the edge of making everything right. All I needed was a little luck, a little time, and a little space away from it all. The first time in a long time, I began to think maybe things were not so terrible. For the first time, I began to think that maybe everything in my life would somehow work out. Summer. The Golden Mile. All right, you can open your eyes. Huh. We drove past one of these the other night. You said you hadn't been in a long time. I know it would cost more than the stuff we usually do. but I've been putting a bit aside for it. Are you sure? Do you like it? They bought the amusement park. I love it. Then I'm sure. I don't want to make it into something that it isn't, but you can feel tempted by it. You can tell yourself that you've been unhappy for long enough. You should let yourself be that way, even if it's for all the wrong reasons. He wants to strike some chord in me, bring me back to some point in my life where I wasn't the way I am now. But isn't that simple? Because the way that he assumes I used to be, a regular person who knows how to be a regular person, is not a way that I ever was. I think the only reason he can't see it is because he has the same way. He wasted his life with his face planted in economic textbooks that ended up meaning nothing, and I wasted my life looking after people who made it mean nothing. So here we are, together, at the end of what we thought the world was. It wouldn't be so complicated if it didn't feel so good. So, how long has it been? Are you serious? When I said a long time, I meant a long time. 20 years, at least? How long for you? Never. Never been. You grew up in Scarborough and you never went to the carnival in a parking lot? Are you sure you're from here? My parents, they didn't believe in this sort of thing. Well, better late than never. Yes, better late than never. I'm still afraid. Afraid that I'll realize that all my confidence is empty, that I'm doing all of it from scratch, and that if he ever figures that out, I have no idea how to care about anybody like this. He'll leave me in a second, like I'm just not worth the trouble. Even if it was hypocrisy, it wouldn't matter. Hypocrisy won't exist if hypocrites cared about that they were hypocrites. So, what are we supposed to do? What do you mean? We have fun. Do you want to go on that thing? Later, first things first, let's eat. Huh? Feel free to walk around and take it all in. I'll go check on the food stalls and wave you over when we figure out what the least healthy thing is we can eat. Are we playing as... We're playing as her again, okay. These all look too crappy. Pass the rides. I'd rather get food first. Alright. Get the food first. There's cotton candy. Cotton candy, good call. I love this stuff. Is there a difference between colors? There isn't, right? Nah, who needs one? True. Something else to eat. I've been eating like this in 2 months, trying to keep the weight off. If I eat one more thing, the sugar cravings I spent a long time breaking will shatter. I'm not hungry anymore. Let's play one of those game things. Win something for me. I'll try. This one. So wait, I just have to shoot the air rifle at these giant targets? What's the catch? Get the guy $5 and find out. How hard could it be? They're 5 feet away. That's a great point. Only the one way to find out. Alright, I'm willing to pay just to see the trick. Then we go on rides. Is this cruel? Just try it once, and then the carousel. I don't actually want a stuffed animal. Good try, you were really close. I don't think the sights on this rifle are properly calibrated. Listen to you. All gun-tastic and macho. I'm so hot right now. I think I can compensate. I'm not a quitter. One more try. Yeah, this is definitely cruel, but it's cute. Okay, enough. Never in my life did I want to see this thing. Never in my life did I think this would be the thing that stuck you into being stupid with money. Sucked you into being stupid with money. I can do it. I'll win you something. You've already given me more joy than you know. Promise. Let's move on. You need a slow and steady introduction to these rides. We should start with the carousel over there. Go ahead. Call me when it's our turn. I know I can get this. Thank God you never came here as a kid. You'd ended up indentured. Bum 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 bum. Nice little carnival. Do you have any questions? I know what merry-go-round is. Where's the brass ring, though? I think that's just a saying. They don't do that anymore. What do you grab at, then? Huh? Nothing. You just go around. Huh? Why? Jesus Christ. It's been a few months, but after the shock of not being able to buy a bunch of stuff that never really needed to be in the past, I found that I didn't miss much of it at all. We lived life slow, we went to the park a lot, laid in bed and looked at the paper for free, things going on in the city. I lived in Toronto my entire life, never did a millionth of the things you can do. And even when I was downtown, literally 5 minutes away from it, you don't realize that all the holes in your distractionless days, the hours that you've been trying to fill with money, or looking at your phone, or entertainment you don't even find entertaining, makes room for a lot of other things too. So, what did you think? Pretty good. Kind of slow. It's supposed to be atmospheric. You're supposed to lose yourself in it. Think about your childhood. I don't understand. Do all white people ride horses as children? Of course we do. How else are we supposed to learn polo? And I bet you even think you invented it. Shall I move on? Yes. To the spinnery thing. Alright, here we are at the spin seat spin thing. Nobody knows what this thing is actually called. But everybody knows what it is. It's called a scrambler. You think? I know. I looked it up on these rides on Wikipedia today. Huh. Nerd. I want to know how many people get killed on them every year. How many then? It didn't say. I was disappointed. Oh, Wikipedia. And even if it seems like the only reason I never did these things was because I didn't have someone like him to do them with, it wouldn't be true. Even without him, the truth is that I was much more stuck in some made-up life that I wanted to have, to become a duplicate of my parents. Then I was willing to give the one thing I already had a chance. What do you think? I loved it. That was amazing. I can't believe these rides are faster than that. We'll go out on the Vagon before the summer's over. Get you some roller coasters. Alright. But for now, we're on my favorite. The Holy of Holies. The Ferris wheel. So this thing is your favorite? Totally. It seems exactly like the other two, except upright. You're unbelievable. There's some other difference? There is. It's beautiful. This particular one? No. They all are, but each in their own way, I guess. Okay, how does this one compare to the others? You're missing the point. There's a point? Hey there, folks. Apologies, but we're actually closed for the night. What? The sign says you're open until 10:30. It's 10:20. Yeah, but we close early if enough people clear out. No offense, but I ain't running this thing for just the two of you. Aw. Hang on a second, sir. I'm sure we can work something out. Not tonight, pal. I got things to do, and there are plenty more bribes where yours came from that I'm not in the mood for when I'm in the mood for it. I understand, but well, could I speak for you over here for a second? He wants to propose. When we were at the highest point, I asked him what he had done to make the operator change his mind. Oh, it was nothing. I begged him, basically, and bribed him. But it was the begging that made the difference, I think. Yeah, what did you say? It looked like he backed off right away. He almost seemed like he was reluctant to take the money. He was only politely reluctant. It didn't take him too long to overcome. I hope he didn't threaten to kill a carnies, those. They're all protected by magic realism. Whatever I did, he didn't think of it. Tush, fine. Be that way. I was told him I was going to ask you to marry me. Huh? I'm not. Don't worry. That wasn't my way of trying to start it or anything. Zoes, I'm sorry. You said the one thing was your favorite, so I... You're an amazing guy, but this is getting too serious. We had a great time, Anne. No. Sarah, no. None of these things are what you really think. For once in your life, tell someone something. I don't know, Zoes. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you that you want something from me that I don't know if I have. It isn't like you to wake up one morning and the whole thing is gone. You get busy, you just keep getting it together, life keeps going. So much time goes by. You go to weddings alone, and the first you feel like, oh, that's too bad. And then the next time you feel like, well, I'm the bridal party anyway. The next time after that, it's like, huh, I guess this is who people think I am. And then, eventually, you stop thinking. Because how could you keep thinking about that? How could anyone keep thinking about that? So you don't, and then you start to forget it. You forget the whole thing, one little piece at a time. And then, eventually, you forget everything. You still don't act like you feel things, but you don't. You're a ghost. You're not even a person. You are a person. Sarah, you don't get it. I'm saying that you stop caring about whatever or not it'll happen before you even stop being able to feel it. Sarah, and then something like this happens. You meet someone you like, someone amazing, and you go and look for it, and it isn't. Stop. It isn't there. It just isn't there. You don't feel love. You don't feel anything. Sarah. Zoes. My family is gone. My friends are other people. My career is a joke. I didn't do it. My life. I effed it up. All kidding aside, you get that, right? I can't. Be something you probably want. We never afford kids. We can never afford to travel. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a job again. I take medications. I have to take care of my dad and my sister, and I don't know how to make things last. And I... Stop it. Stop this. I don't want to hurt somebody I never wanted to hurt. And I can deal with that. I don't need someone to be in love with, or to be in love with me. Part of who I wanted to be is over. I just don't want to be alone. Sarah, I don't want you to be someone else. You think I'm not afraid to be with someone? I don't know anything about being with somebody. To be honest, I don't think either of our lives are going to be in some incredible place that we can't even dream of. We'll probably always end up being just the way we are right now, going in circles. And I can't tell you that this is what I thought my life would be like, but if we're going in circles, there's no one in the world I'd rather go in circles with than you. Don't say things like that. Please. Please don't say things like that. I'm sorry. Sarah, what do you even think love is? Do you really think it's anything more than doing something kind for somebody you care about? Or holding them in your arms at the end of a long day? I don't know. Don't you want to find out? I think I know what love is. It's the feeling that if someone isn't who you hope they are, you will die. It's a terrible feel of learning that a person you can trust who understands you is the most valuable thing in the world. Though I'm sure most people, a normal person, feels all the good parts of love first, or at least they pretend not to feel horror of losing something just as they found it. I feel like that all the time now, but maybe the best of it comes slowly. Maybe it can be trust that builds over time, and when it reaches all the way up, all of the fear that it'll fall apart can shatter off and fly away. Maybe I do something my own way, however long it takes. I just hope it lasts long enough for me to get there. Balls by Arthur Fox. Honey. Yes, baby? Give me a beer. As it turns out, there are all sorts of circumstances in which one is not welcome in the United States. If you ask me, Las Vegas is a better country. And that's saying something. But no matter. Within hours, I was on my way back home. And then on to proudly stimulate our local economy in the better half of Niagara Falls. When I said I was coming home with money, or not coming home at all, I meant it. And whether I was winning or losing, it meant the time to celebrate or to lament. To rise from the ashes or drown in my sorrow was now. One way or another, I came here to the time of my life. And whether my life goes on or not after that, well, that comes down to two things. Lady Luck and having the balls to jam it into her as deep as those balls will go. And so far, so good. No matter what happens now, I'll always be able to say, I had a good run. Want me to get that baby? No, don't touch it. I'll get it. Hey, listen up. All of you, when the phone rings, you don't effing touch it and you don't say a word. Understand? That phone is the final lifeline of the most important person in my life. When you so much of you effing looks at it, I will crack your effing skulls open. Don't pretend I wouldn't kill you just because your family might pretend to give a crap that you were dead. You answer the phone? Alright. Well, we're back with another round of Arthur Fox, and that phone's going to keep on ringing, but we'll come back in just a moment. Cheers.